Action Park
Media.
It's happening to me. And I always said it would now, and now we gotta believe. It's happening to me. And now we gotta believe.
Welcome to the Bounceback podcast with Uncle Tim, Brother Matt, and Scotty Wilson. What are we going to talk about today? I can tell you I've strung together 5 to 7 days of sobriety, so I've done a whole lot of nothing.
Impressive.
Congrats.
Right? Yeah, well, let me tell you this. So 5 or 7 days. I mean, there might have been a glass of wine at a dinner at one place, but I don't really consider that.
Yeah, Wednesday you were spotted somewhere.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I bet you it was a Craig's.
Yeah.
Hollywood sobriety. Glass of wine at dinner is allowed.
Yeah, maybe a bottle.
Right.
You know, it's none of the power drinking's all aside. But I don't feel that much better than if I drank aggressively yesterday and bet my lungs in, because I didn't bet this week either. I had a lot of work shit happening and stuff like that. But my brother Matt, who is violently hungover right now, he and I both feel like shit. So my point to all of this is I think, because we're brothers, that we suffer from days of the week syndrome, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, some people call it the case of the Mondays. And then, Scott, you've experienced with me the Friday highs.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
So my point to all of this is drinking or drugging or gambling or not, sobriety, I still feel like shit. And I worked out on Saturday. So this
I feel like you might feel worse being sober than you do not being sober.
That's a very good point that you bring up, Scott Wilson, because am I still detoxing from the last 30 years of boozing?
Could be. I mean, 4 or 5 days, you're doing good. Well, don't forget, Mercury retrograde is still around.
Say it one more time. Say it one more
Never forget
fucking
about
time.
Mercury retrograde here. Let's be
Well,
honest.
let me tell you about Mercury retrograde. The guy that's fucking Captain Social. I got, wait to hear this, Hogan's in Vermont, right? We got Stackables in Miami, Zoe's in Connecticut, right? And now, didn't you go somewhere last week?
Yeah, I went down to Solana Beach, which is like a little north of San Diego. Beautiful place. Went for a wedding. Awesome time.
It's right near Del Mar.
Correct.
Yep.
Pretty
Yeah.
much the same thing.
Solana Beach. I met one of the first loves of my life, Audrey. It's at Surf and Saddle, Solana Beach.
What's that? Is that a bar?
It was. I don't know if it's still there. Peanuts on the ground, just a total dumpster. But I'll never forget. She had a green dress and nice wedges shoes. Very, very attractive.
One of my boys grew up in Del Mar, and he said that it's like Cougar Central. A lot of really hot older women.
Divorced.
Right.
And they got all the money now, and they're looking for
They
young,
all go to the track, don't
young
they?
studs like
Yep.
us.
Yeah.
That's the
Now-
only pony race I've ever seen is down in Del Mar.
Oh, man. Two-legged fillies? Come on.
That's crazy.
Two-legged fillies. Who says that?
Roy would
Royster.
Shout out to Roy with his...
Brooklyn accent, born in
joke.
San
We got to
Diego.
get Roy in here, too. I'm going to put in a picture of him for the YouTube video. He's a character.
Okay,
yeah.
I got you this. Guess what? The first weekend of November is the Breeders' Cup for horse racing, which is bigger than the Derby. Breeders' Cup is like the Christmas for horses because every race is a stakes race with $1 to $5 million purses. So the best horses in the world are coming to compete, and we'll bring in Roy and
Let's
just
do
have
it.
him give some picks and just do some bullshit.
That'd be awesome.
And that's in Del Mar, right? The Breeders'.
Yeah, this year it's in Del Mar. I'm not going to go this year. I'm going to host a mild party. You guys
And to
invite.
use your vocabulary, he is a full Barney's barnacle, correct?
Oh, yeah, he might be the original Godfather Barnacle.
Yeah.
Nobody but him. Then now the other thing it's nuts is, so my brother Matt goes to, wait for it, Waco, Texas. Take that, Baylor Bears.
Yeah.
Now you ask, what is your brother Matt doing in Waco, Texas? I'll give you 3 guesses. They're all wrong. He went surfing.
Yes, indeed, we did. So I was invited to join what's called the Waco Wing Nuts. It's a group of surfers, 9 total. This coalition's been started by a lifelong friend, Chuck G. And
Is that Chachi?
yeah, that's what they call him in Texas too, Chachi.
Chachi,
No,
right?
it's Chuck G. What'd you say?
Yeah, it's funny. I don't know if it's the accent in Texas, but you heard the same thing they heard. They called him Chachi down there. It was pretty
He
weird.
kind of does look like Scott Bay. He's got a Chachi vibe, I guess.
Yeah,
maybe.
good looking Italian dude.
Wait, so it's Chuck G, not Chachi?
No, it's
Well,
Chachi.
now it's Chachi.
Yeah, it's
Right,
Chachi.
I'm only
Well,
calling him
what's his
Chachi.
real
I don't
name?
know the guy, so
Tell
it's
him his
Chachi.
real name. So
His
you get
real
a
name is
backstory here.
Charles Gennardi. He goes by Chuck G, but the Texas crew calls him Chachi. But anyway, we go down to a man-made wave. Chuck, he put together a great crew of dudes, and man, it blew my mind. I've been surfing my whole life since 10 years old, and I mean, you know, we put a man on the moon. We invented the internet. We can do these great things, but I never thought someone would actually create a consistent, perfect wave. 3 waves come out, maybe 10 seconds apart, and then you wait 2 minutes, and then it happens again.
Do you miss being in the open ocean, or would you rather surf a wave pool every day?
That's a great question. The consistency
That's a
there.
good question, man.
Yeah, very
Hitting
good.
hard
Wow,
today, boys.
fucking
It's
guys.
Monday.
Somebody's on fire on this Monday.
Yeah, it's true. The consistency, it was hard, actually. It was very humbling in the beginning. We were blowing it, everybody. And these guys are all great surfers. But once you got it down and you figure out where to take off, and like, again, the consistency was so awesome. You just, I mean, it was like 4 or 5 hours of like, it's a dream.
Yeah.
We were looking at each other laughing like, this is mental. I can't believe how fun this is. And then
For
like,
you.
then the beers come out at 2:00 and everybody's like holding their hip and their back and their shoulder. Fuck, my foot. My foot got all tore up on the floor of the pool.
He's a regular Rick Kane. Remember that?
Yeah.
But you remember that movie? Rick Kane from the North Shore?
Dude,
the guy,
yeah.
the guy learns how to surf in an Arizona wave pool and then wins like a Hawaiian tournament, man.
I do remember. Also, you guys, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, Johnny Tsunami. That was like when I was growing up. I wanted to learn how to surf so bad after Johnny Tsunami.
I remember that. I don't know if I saw it.
It's like a Disney Channel original movie.
Okay, cool.
I definitely didn't see it.
Tim's right, though. The North Shore, that came out in the mid-'80s, and the guy was in a wave pool, but back then, and there was one in Allentown, Pennsylvania, too. It was really a crappy ankle-high little crumbly
Right.
of a wave, but now they've come along and they've figured out how to make a head-high 5 to 6 foot wave run for 70 yards, completely perfect, in the middle of nowhere. We fly into Dallas, we drive 2 hours south. Tim, you would laugh. I thought I was pulling into like Camp Rainbow. Remember that back we where we
Is
grew
that
up?
Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees? Happy Halloween. There's
tell
a
you.
knife in your back.
Yeah.
And take that and your surfboard.
Oh man,
Didn't Kelly Slater like come up with the wave pool design?
he's got one in Lemoore, California, kind of near Fresno.
Yeah.
We got to get him in here. He's a possibility.
Is
Yeah.
he?
Yes.
Oh, I would love to pick his brain.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Sess is friendly with him.
Okay.
We'll get him in here for sure. But this one sits in the middle of nowhere. Like we're on a rock road passing like old trailer park houses. And really, all of a sudden you come into this section where they have water slides for kids. They have the wave pool, obviously. And then they have a pond where these guys are getting pulled on cables on freaking wakeboards.
The pond would be good for you.
Yeah, the pond's probably good for you, Tim. But it was just a fabulous experience. Chuck G is the man for putting it together. It was.
Chachi.
I'm still like,
What's going on?
yeah, I'm still
Chachi's
blown
getting
out.
all of his boys in Waco, Texas to
Bro,
fucking
I've always
paddle
wanted to
out.
learn how to
Dude,
surf, and I'm terrified of sharks. So maybe this is the
That would be
solution
the
for me.
spot. You know what's funny too? So there's this girl and she's working the coffee bar there. And we're like, hey, you from here? She's like, no, I'm from Michigan. I came here 4 weeks ago and I'm not going home.
Wow.
Then I talked to this other guy who's running the computer that generates the waves. He's from Hawaii.
God,
Like the cat,
Waco,
you know.
Texas, fucking unreal.
Yeah, it might be a little cult happening down there. I don't
there
know,
was a
but
very
people
cultish.
go and they
Another
don't
one?
want to go home. Yeah, it's right near that
Anyway,
David
with
Crash one.
all this Mercury retrograde stuff, everyone's traveling and doing exciting things except for me.
Well,
So,
you're sober.
Yeah, it's a real
That's
head
exciting.
scratcher. It's a real head scratcher.
We'll get you for the next Waco. You'll be a Waco wingnut in no
But
time.
listen, I know I'm late. I know that I'm way, way late to the game on this one. But I watched all of Ted Lasso, season 1 and season 2.
Okay.
Mm.
And I'm hooked on it.
I haven't seen one episode.
Okay.
Oh, my God, dude.
I just
It's really
listen.
good.
I've been picking anyone's brain who will listen to me and listen. It's a very feel good show, I think it's what America needs right now. It's a
Yeah.
little bit of something for everybody. You can learn a lesson in there. You laugh. I mean, Jason Sudeikis is another fucking level of like, I can't even believe he stays in this character.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, it's certain episodes are a little bit more campy than others. But I had no interest in seeing it, and about 1,000 people told me to see it.
Yeah.
And if you're sober and you're on the couch for call it a Saturday, you can rip right through good old Ted Lasso.
How many episodes did you binge?
24?
Is there that many?
Yeah, there's 10 the first season, 14.
Not in a straight sitting.
Yeah.
That would be a full day.
Yeah, I mean, I walk the dog in between episodes and stuff like
Would
that.
you hit a zap and just Ted Lasso?
I did it
2 days
opposite of zap. I couch surf, dude. I just, like, if I zap, I can't watch a TV show. You nuts? I'm
No?
like riding a horse,
Oh my God. But
skipping around my room.
the cast they put together for the show is perfect. I mean, his assistant coach is hilarious. The woman, do you know the premise, Scotty?
I vaguely know the premise. It takes place in London, right? He's a
Yeah.
Premier League coach.
Yeah, but he comes from the States as a football coach.
Right.
He's got no
Kansas, right?
credentials. And this woman who gets the team, her husband.
We're giving it away.
Yeah.
It's giving it away.
The first episode is
No
so good.
spoilers.
It's really-
Spoiler.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
Let's
Is it
just
a-
say he's a
is
football
it a-
coach coaching soccer.
Is it a Lorne Michaels production? Because it's based off a SNL sketch, right?
No, well, he dances like he does on SNL, which goes viral, and that's what puts him on the London folks' radar.
Okay.
Because his viral video goes. I don't know if Lauren Michaels got involved in this.
I mean, dude, Lauren Michaels has got a taste of
Right.
everybody.
Everything.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Well, he's not just taking. I'm sure he's got a hand in producing it. And,
But Ted Lasso is also award winning, right? They won,
he won
a bunch of
19 fucking awards.
Right.
It's deserving.
Yeah.
It's like The Office on steroids.
yeah.
Really, The Office is one of my favorites.
Oh, then get ready.
Yeah.
There's not a weak link in this. I mean, like I said, there's a couple, there's a Christmas episode's a little campy, but Christmas is
Yeah.
campy.
All right, I'm going to watch it this week and we'll circle
You
back.
feel good about yourself.
You know what I would say too is put the subtitles on because the English dudes are so quick
the
and they're
jokes are
so
the best.
funny. And I'm finding it helpful to like have that underneath just because it's so well written and stuff is just like flying
No.
at 100 miles an hour.
Dude,
of a
American
joke.
television's crazy right now. Between that and Squid Games, nothing takes place in America.
That's
I'm
coming up
surprised.
too, Squid Games
Yeah.
for me.
Did you watch it?
Not yet, but I'm like, I got to get into the right mindset.
That's like crazy vibe.
I heard
right
you're
now.
supposed to watch with subtitles. Like that's the only way. I've talked to people that speak Korean, the
Oh
Korean
my,
language.
you have to.
And they say that the Korean language, we're not getting the exact message when you watch the subtitles because what they say in the Korean language would be longer than the sentiment we would say in the English language.
Got it.
But
Yeah.
they said to grasp the true roots of the show, just read the subtitles. It's
Yeah.
better than
Yeah.
listening to the dub.
Hey, I'm looking at your notes though. Were you tearing up during Ted Lasso?
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, come on. I'm getting old now, and it's like I'm on testosterone, man. My moods. I want to like punch old people out, and then
Dude,
I cry
and
at
you're just
Hallmark.
being sober all week. I feel like your emotions are all over the place.
Oh, they're scattered, dude. It's awful, man.
I'll call you back. I'm crying.
Yeah,
I'll
I
call you
was
back.
like a big wet baby, dude. Fucking guy. I was just like, what? So they love each other. They win. I mean, I'm a sap, dude. I'm a Taurus, just a big sappy sapperson. Another funny thing for you, and this has happened in real life, speaking of sappy. So we touched on commercials. That's what I do for a living. And obviously, we're coming back from COVID and stuff. So I went out for a Kentucky Fried Chicken commercial.
Okay.
Now, I've explained to you guys, you go in for the audition, then you get the call back, then you get put on hold / avail,
Then you spend a lot of money because you
Then-
think you booked it.
then you spend money at Craig's on an avail.
Yeah.
Nick Swartzen. I have to give him credit. I can't steal his jokes and not give him credit.
Yep.
And then you book the job, and then you shoot the job, and then you hope you don't get edited out, and then you hope the job runs. So this particular job, two of my good friends, Shane Blades, Bob Stevenson, and myself, looked like we all had booked it. So in the 20-some years that I've been here, now I've shot commercials with both of these guys separately.
Yep.
But for all of us to do a spot together, I won't lie to you, I was pretty excited for it.
Oh, I'm sure.
And in the midnight hour, guess who got cut?
In the midnight hour.
This
Bounce
guy.
back.
Bounceback did not make it. Security guard out. Bouncy hit the fucking road. Not gonna lie to you, dude. It was a direct shot to the chest. But these are the tales of a real life Hollywood actor.
Wow.
And I will bounce back. But
Yes, you will.
I'm
Yep.
not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna grind my teeth during this Kentucky Fried Chicken Christmas commercial during the holidays when it runs the Dickens, pun intended.
Yep.
And I see my two boys in it. And by the way, congratulations to those guys. I mean,
Yeah.
the business is cutthroat. I'd rather two of my best friends get the job than anybody I don't know.
Yeah.
If I'm being, and they both deserve it. They're dynamite actors.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, that was just, it's kind of been a somber, sappy week. Dude, I didn't bet this week. I did bet horses on Saturday. $300 doesn't count. A bottle of wine and $300 doesn't count. One bottle of wine does not count if you're drinking it at dinner, and $300 all in on a horse race. It just doesn't even matter. It's like buying
You hit
It's a drive.
anything or no?
I did win like 570 and I dumped it back, but I only put in 300 and I was like, I'm done.
Fair.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Fair.
So I've been pretty good boy. And then this is a bit tricky to talk to you guys about this, but John Gruden got into a lot of trouble and he
yeah.
resigned. All I can say is I am a loyal friend and I am friends with John Gruden. I don't agree or condone any of the things that he said. You know, I feel terrible for the guy. I texted him briefly. He said he does feel remorse, didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. He said he's got to learn from this and he's going to just try to be better.
Yeah.
And I just said, Coach, man, you got to be better. Now, there's a lesson in all of this. And I learned it in first grade. Actually, kindergarten. Mrs. Pasfa.
Oh.
Mrs. Pasfa.
Yeah.
If you don't have something nice to say, then don't say it at all.
Yep.
Still holds true.
Yeah, I agree with that. But here's my thing with all of it is like John Gruden's not a racist. He's not. It was all tongue in cheek. I get you can't say that,
Yeah.
but it's also 10 years ago, 11 years ago, and we're gonna just cut this guy because of that or cancel him, whatever.
I
it's
mean,
called.
I would like, listen, I don't know what, I love the guy. He's been sweet to me, so there's that. I don't know what transpired, in what context it was, but I mean, some of those things sounded pretty direct, and
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
making fun of somebody, and it's going to hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
But you just can't,
I mean,
God.
even Derek Carr, his quarterback, was like, I hate these actions, but I absolutely love the man.
right.
And you can't be a racist and get to that level of coaching. You just
what I'm
wouldn't be able to do it.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's not a Ku Klux Klan member. I don't understand it, but I also get that you just can't say those things, especially in a position of power like he is. Like coach is a sacred position. You're a leader.
And it was an NFL email. You know, they were
Right.
investigating Washington. So, you know what? He said he's sorry. He wants to be better. He's going to learn from it. So,
Do you think
what
he'll
else
be
can you-
able to rebound and like get a job at ESPN again, or do you think
I think he'll
down
get
for the count for
a
while?
coaching job in the SEC somewhere like
Yeah.
Kentucky will hire him or something. Just
Right.
He's also worth $30 million, so he might just kind of
Call it a day.
call it.
Yeah.
You know?
go back to Tampa and kick it. But I mean, there's
He's just one of
something
those
called,
dudes that's so passionate about football. I feel like
Yeah.
he can't be away from the game.
and his son's still with the Raiders.
And he was decent as like a commentator too. I mean, he had a knack for it.
He might get this money. I was reading something called constructive discharge, which means because of his conduct, he was forced to resign.
Yeah.
But he could still maybe get paid in full.
Wow.
Oh, I bet he will.
Which maybe, though, you would think the Raiders probably want to say, look, dude, we want to just nip this in the bud.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't want any lawsuits, you know, because he resigned. You know, Monday Night Football, he knew he was out and he was in trouble. So
Yeah.
that was a little bit of a bummer. But I mean, there's so much fucking hate in the world. And I just hope he doesn't really feel that way. I hope it was taken out of context. Who knows? What can
Yeah.
I say? And by the way, there's nobody probably in the state of California that makes more mistakes than Tim Bader, right? So, I mean, who has not sinned cast the first stone.
Yeah.
There you
Now,
go.
you know, all I do is say I'm sorry. I yell at people all the time. I say shit how I feel. I completely have lost composure. All you can do is say I'm sorry and take accountability and just try to be better.
Yep.
Now, I don't know if I've said anything as egregious as he did. It's hard to
next level.
say.
Yeah.
But I mean, anyway. Well, moving on. Hopefully he learns from this and he's better. And who knows? It was 10 years ago. Maybe he quote unquote got woke. Maybe somebody said, "What the fuck, dude? You can't do this shit." So you just don't know. Yeah. And then speaking of other coaches, our boy Urban Meyer. Now I think Jacksonville had lost 19 games in a row.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the sneak attack, you got to give this to Urban Meyer. To win a game is to fly to fucking England.
That's it, dude.
Go see your boy Ted Lasso over there.
Yeah,
I know.
dude. Maybe
probably at the
that's what
game.
happened.
Right.
Dude.
Yeah.
Urban and Ted Lasso
Ted was there.
put it together and smashed Miami. Dude, they had the toilet bowl, Miami and Jacksonville in England. Is this the greatest bowl of all time? The toilet bowl, fucking the penis bowl. I mean, Florida is the penis of America, just hanging off the country with all the cool things happening there.
Did you guys see what happened at that game though with the guy who ran onto the field?
I did not.
I didn't see it.
Do tell.
So a fan put on like an old Jaguars jersey and a helmet and jumped onto the field, went into the middle of the field and was like high-fiving players for like 2 minutes and no one realized. And then security finally picked up on it and got the guy out. But he was on the field for like 2 minutes.
Was there a play being run, or it was
No,
like
it was
huddle?
like in between plays. Like they were about to get into the huddle and he
Okay.
was out there.
I think it
Oh
was
my God,
it was
that's hilarious.
Sean Astin. It was Rudy.
What? Dude, it was wild though. And again, I'll put it into the YouTube video. But
Yeah,
fuck,
drop it in
man.
there.
I couldn't believe he got away with it for that long.
Now we have to talk about playoff baseball.
Oh yeah, it's been
Yeah.
great.
I mean, come on, guys. These 1-0 games. I don't even have any scratch on them, and I'm watching them because these dudes are stressed out. Every pitch, every at bat.
Where did Atlanta come from to be up 2-0 on the Dodgers?
They have pedigree, though. You know what I mean? Atlanta's always pretty good in the National League. Pitching and stuff. I have no idea. I mean, Dodgers are in a little bit of a hole right now.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the Dodgers would come out hot in this series just because of that Game 5 against the Giants, but yeah they just got railroaded these.
And
last
then
two
let's
games.
talk about your Sox. How do I say it? Give me the
Sox.
Sox.
Boston.
Let me talk about your Sox. 2 grand slams in one game. I mean, that was a statement game. I told my brother Matt, I go, dude, Boston, for some reason, when they won that World Series, they have like the blessed bats.
Yeah.
At some point, those bats, I don't care who is hitting for them.
Yep.
I said, dude, they're going to smoke Houston. Watch. 2 grand slams. And who's this guy, Kiki?
Kiki Hernandez, he's a former Dodger.
Dude is batting .519.
Yeah, insane.
It's insanity.
Yep.
It's like the second coming of Shoeless Joe.
Unbelievable.
I mean, listen, we know this. I tell you, it's fixed all the time. I still believe it. They want, and they being the MLB, want a rematch of the Dodgers in Houston.
That would be fun.
You think so?
The world, yeah, of course. It's the chance for redemption against the cheaters, the proven you know.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I have a soft spot for the Sox. I like that team.
Yeah.
You know.
Ever since, was it 2004 when the Sox came back and
From
beat
the Yankees. And then they
That was
swept the
incredible.
The
Cardinals.
03 hole, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to have Dickie Barrett on the show to talk about that.
Yeah?
I watched it at his house, and I told you, I bet the Sox when they were down 3-1 in that series at that point, and then I bet $1,000 that they would sweep St. Louis because there was no fucking way.
After that, yeah.
After that, you're riding lightning,
Yeah.
dude. The tank is
Yeah.
full.
He was on cloud 9. Remember that?
Oh, my
Over
God.
his
He was
house?
so jolly. He was like Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Getting out
never
of
seen
bed,
that
skip-
documentary.
Well, I was rolling around in white dog shit in his backyard. So
His house was built on ska core.
Have you seen that doc? I think it's like 7 Days in October or something. It's all about it.
I just can't say it. That was pretty good.
That's what he said. Nice place. All right, we got to get him in there, by the way. It's
We
been
got to
too
get
long.
them all in. We're getting them all in.
Yeah.
We have to do a little bit of a recap. The Matt Bader special for me is just not so hot. I took Minnesota minus 7.5 over 49 against the Detroit Lions, and Minnesota squeaked it by. They didn't cover, and the over was nowhere near.
Nowhere near. I also failed in our first round of playing this together. I had Seattle to beat Green Bay and the over, and Green Bay beat Seattle, and the over did not come out. However, there was one winner.
I'm the only boy who hit here. I have the
Indeed.
socks. Yep.
6-4, I think it was.
over there. Yeah. Luke Skycore.
We got to get our picks in for this week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go around the horn with them.
All right. So I'm going to take Tennessee is hosting Kansas City. And Kansas City's laying 4.5. So I have at home Tennessee plus 4.5. Total points going over 56. Oh, by the way, a few people sent me Matt Bader specials, and they were like fucking teasers and just like, I'm like, dude, the Matt Bader specials, take the home team.
You have
the
to
home
take-
team.
yep. Yeah, you
whether
have
they're
to.
giving or receiving points, home team to the over. So Tennessee is hosting at home the Kansas City Chiefs
Yeah.
plus 4.5 over 56. Tennessee to the over is my Matt Bader special.
So I am going to go with the Rams. They're playing the Lions, and although check out this line, Tim. They got to cover 15.5.
It's a lot.
That's a lot, and it's 50, right? But the idea, my thinking was to take this because Jared Goff is coming back to the Rams, right? It's a bit of a revenge game.
Okay,
I can
okay.
almost see him having a kick-ass game, like 28. Maybe he puts up 35 points, but still loses
65, 40.
35. Yeah. So I do believe he's going to have a little pep in his step for this one, and maybe throw 3 touchdowns. Believe it or not.
Okay, on
But
your
the
pick-
Rams are going to put up 40 something.
Yeah.
And there's the over. There's the Matt Bader.
I do love this. I have to elaborate in that pick.
Yeah.
It's clear to me that the Rams got the better deal. Now, I'm not trying to bash Jared Goff. He's in
Yeah.
football purgatory.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, there's no offensive line in Detroit. But did anyone see Matt Stafford's no-look pass?
Yeah, amazing.
He's insane.
What was it? What's his name? Cooper?
Cooper Cup.
Cooper
Cooper
Kupp,
Cup.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, that guy, it's like, I
Yeah.
couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
He's on another level. That being said, I'm going to say it now. I still think the Arizona Cardinals, who are at 6-0, mark it down today. It's the 18th of October that I'm saying this.
Only undefeated team.
Because every team that's gone 6-0 has made it to the Super Bowl. We talked about it. The Tennessee Titans did the one year. The St. Louis Rams, Patriots a bunch of times.
Yep.
If you go 6-0 and you don't get injured, you're almost guaranteed to
Hold
get
on.
there.
I just thought of something. Pittsburgh last year was like 10-0.
What happened?
And then they fell apart.
Yeah, because they got injured. Didn't Ben get out?
Oh, yeah.
If you got to have no injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So,
right.
I mean, if Kyle Murray goes down, they're toast. Plus, they got Zach Ertz. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah,
Dude,
he wasn't
Arizona,
suited
we're getting
up.
11-1. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to go out and say it. David Spade and I are betting $2,000 at 11-1. I'm going to Vegas this weekend. Take that too, by the way. I'm leaving town this
You're
weekend.
gonna take the Cardinals to win the Super Bowl at 11-1.
11-1. I think I can't believe it's 11-1.
Right.
Now, I know they want Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And I know there's Aaron Rodgers, and I know there's the Rams, but I'm just telling you, when a team is 6-0 and they're not decimated, it's a different ball game, man.
Yeah, that's true.
You get better and you get better and you get better.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be Arizona, Tampa Bay. TB12's tough.
Yep.
But my fucking beloved Philadelphia Eagles gave Tom a little bit of a run for his money on Thursday night.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
true.
So at 11-1, I'm telling you, it's a massive value bet. I was going to do it at 5-1, and who knows? By the time I get there, they might listen to this podcast and they might only give me 4-1.
Yeah. This could change the line.
They
this
change the
podcast.
line. I'm a big time line mover.
Where are you guys at with Aaron Rodgers? You like him? Don't like him?
I mean, he's salty this year, and it's kind of fun to watch.
Yeah.
To be honest.
That's why I brought it up. He seems salty. Like, did you see when he scored that touchdown? He's
Yeah.
screaming at the
Bears
Bears fans, going,
Yeah.
"I still own you. I still own you."
I don't know. I mean, yeah. Dude, COVID hit. We're all losing our minds, dude. I was telling Matt at lunch today.
Yeah.
I'm like, 2 years the world shut down. I can tell you that I'm batshit crazy. So if Aaron Rodgers is salty, then so be it.
Let it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
let it
world,
ride.
I mean, COVID killed us, man.
Seriously.
You know, so I like him. I met him twice. Nice dude.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. A little spacey, cerebral, smart guy.
Yeah.
Let you know he's smart.
Yeah.
He's the smartest guy in the room. I'm
Yeah.
the richest at this point.
Yeah.
Well, circling back to the Matt Bader special, I mean, don't fix what's not broken. So I'm going to stay with the Sox. I'm going to go
Nice.
with them on Wednesday night, though. Wednesday night
On
at
Wednesday.
Fenway.
Say the date.
Not tonight's game, but Wednesday night.
Okay. Cool.
And then I want to
See what the line is.
briefly touch. Well, I told you about the Arizona. I am going to Vegas this weekend
Oh,
to
yeah.
see that new stadium. The Raiders are hosting the Eagles.
Yep.
Eagles are plus 2.5. I think the Eagles win.
Really?
Yep. And I'll say a couple things historically. Whenever a player or goes down or a coach, for whatever reason, it unifies the team. They always come back and win, which is what the Raiders did against Denver.
Yeah.
It's going to be a letdown.
Yeah.
The Eagles are going to smoke them.
And the Eagle fan travels pretty well. I bet it's like 50-50.
Yeah.
Oh, especially in Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited, man. So I think that's going to happen.
You're going to see some of the boys out there. Is Molnar coming out?
Is Chachi going?
Chachi.
I don't know.
My boy.
Let me text Chach.
Nah, Molnar's
might go
going.
out.
I'll see Jude and Kelly will be there. Sessa and I are going. And then I think Johnny Doherty and Jules. I mean,
Kyle Riggs called me. He's going. He's
and
going
Drew
to look for you.
Deaver. Yeah, these are all Philly dudes.
Yeah.
Can we get some more David Spade podcast plugs if he's out there with you?
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah, he's been on the road.
Yeah.
all these comedians now.
Touring?
Yeah, he's touring. I think he was.
He's in New York or something,
He actually played Philadelphia Parks
Really?
in Ben Salem. Yeah.
Wow.
I just could get a hoagie cheesesteak, man. It's good food there.
Yeah.
And then he
some water.
he went to Parks, and then I think he's in New York right now. But he'll be back this week. And then I want to touch loosely on this Kyrie Irving and the vaccine. And if you don't have COVID, I would run. If you've never had it in your life, I'd be running to get the vaccine.
Yeah.
If you had it and you beat it, fine. You know, if you don't want to get it, I guess it's because you're just doubling down. It still doesn't make any sense to me. You should still get it. But, you know, I'm not up for making anybody do anything they don't want to do. But in this regard, I'm going to use Bill Maher. Just be a team player.
Yeah.
Literally be a team player. You're a Brooklyn Net. You are the number one team coming out of the East. You've had 1 year under your belt. Be a team player.
And
Tell everybody you don't want to get the vaccine.
Yeah.
Get the vaccine.
they said they're going to fine him, I think it was $338,000 for each game he misses. And you have to have the vaccine or you can't play.
Yeah, of course.
So at 3 games a week, it's going to get old pretty fast
Yep.
if those fines are coming in.
You would think. I mean, Ben Simmons is back as a Sixer.
I know. That's bonkers, isn't it?
You know?
Yeah, I just think about like the NFL guys who don't get it, and it's like, bro, the concussion stuff is so much more dangerous than the COVID vaccine.
Yeah.
Like, you're taking a risk every time you go out there, and you don't want to take a risk on a vaccine. It's not even a risk. I mean,
Yeah.
at least that's my
Yeah, you get sick
mindset
for a
on it.
couple hours or get a sore arm or something like that. So I have some funny. I want to read some of these ding dong picks, the Matt Bader specials. Well, hold on. The first one is I got a pro and a con that I have to read, but I'll get to that. Hold on. You got to. Did I delete this already? No. This guy's Matt Bader special.
Oh, God.
The only thing that he had right, it was for $5. He goes.
That is a Matt Bader special.
That's the only thing. I know. I
Might be a
look at
little
it.
high, to be honest.
So far, so good.
Dude, he goes, Matt Bader special tonight, bounce back. Dude, DMs, I will say this.
Oh, my God.
The DMs that I get from this podcast are hilarious.
Oh, I see a few of them every now and then. They're
Some
fun.
of the people are so funny that I don't mind. Some people are weird. They, want to sell you ideas and shit. He goes, Bader special tonight, bounce back. Philadelphia +6, under 58.5. It's a 6-point teaser.
Yeah.
I go, what the fuck is this? Dude?
So easy. Home team to the over.
Mark Harrington, way to go, Mark. And then listen,
love
we're
it.
closing up shop here. I do have one pro and con that I laughed at. This guy sent to me from the Scotty Wilson page.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
What, the fan page?
I guess. He goes, pro, you sound like Tony Romo.
Really?
I don't know if that's a pro or a con.
Oh, I
But
got it.
I love Romo, so I'm.
Yeah.
And I banged Jessica Simpson, so I was thinking, my dream girl. And then he goes, con, you talk too much about Philly sports. All right.
Yeah.
That's our show. I'll work on that. Go Eagles. I'm coming back from Vegas. Scotty, Matt, thanks so much. That's episode 5. I see Brave Dave in there.
Big Wave Dave.
Big Wave Dave, dude.
Ew.
Thank you for listening, guys. Subscribe, like it, do all that fun stuff. We'll get you next time.
Oh, yeah, go Sox.
Go Sox.
happening to me, and I always said it would now, and now we gotta believe it's happening, it's happening, it's happening to me, and now we gotta believe. In heaven's face and wounded lions, I'm not pressure is out.